Take Your Place are made up of staff from 5 universities and 9 further education colleges from across the east of England. Since 2017, we have worked with over 30,000 students from 100 different schools, colleges and sixth forms, helping them to explore their options and discover their potential. Now we hope to help you too. Hello, my name is Amber and I work for the University of East Anglia as a higher education champion. Today I am joined by Robert and Lucy.
Hello, I'm Robert. I also work for the University of East Anglia as a higher education champion, and I used to be the careers advisor for the University of Brighton's law students.
Hello, I'm Lucy and I'm also a higher education champion working from the University of East Anglia.
In this video, we will be exploring a variety of questions you may be asked during your university interview if you are interested in studying law. To do this, we will be staging a model interview. We will be working through 4 questions and answers in total. Lucy will ask a question and I will provide an answer. Feel free to pause this video before hearing the answer if you would like to have a go yourself. After hearing our example, you will be encouraged to pause the video to consider your own thoughts on the quality of this answer. After a few moments, you can continue to play the video and hear from Robert, who will be evaluating the quality of each response.
Why do you want to study law? If you would like to have a go at answering this question yourself, please pause the video now.
Well, it has such an impact on almost every aspect of our lives. Everyone will come into contact with laws, whether that be buying property, the regulations on food we buy, or even as a victim of crime. I'm interested in understanding how laws develop and how they are shaped by society.
Why not pause the video here and consider the quality of this answer?
This answer shows an understanding of the breadth of the subject. Lots of people are interested in criminal law, for example, and focus an answer on that. But in reality, that may form quite a small part of your legal study, unless you take a specific degree program. The interviewer is looking for an understanding of the subject and a commitment to the study of it. That's why I was inspired by Suits or other TV programs is also a concern. When you're studying law, it will be partially learning to apply current legal rules, but also thinking analytically and critiquing them.
What do you think about the police having powers to fine people for leaving their local area during lockdown? If you'd like to have a go at answering this question yourself, please pause the video now.
Attaching a fine or other consequences to a rule makes people more likely to follow it, or at least makes it enforceable. However, I think individual forces are in a difficult position because there's not a clear definition of local. For example, in Ireland, it's 5 kilometres.
Why not pause the video here and consider your own thoughts about this answer?
It's important to note that this answer is not good simply because of the opinion it conveys. A great thing about studying law is that you don't have to conform to a particular opinion. The interviewer will be genuinely interested in what you think. What makes the answer good is not being fazed by the question and providing a reason for the opinion. Law as a subject does not exist in a vacuum. The decisions made affect society, and societal issues impact laws. This type of question is getting at 2 things. Firstly, it tests if you keep up with current affairs, and secondly, it assesses your ability to articulate an opinion.
How do you manage your time when studying? If you would like to have a go at answering this question yourself, please pause the video now.
Well, I have a daily planner where I dedicate time to different tasks. I put every commitment in there, so schoolwork, but also netball and my mentoring sessions. It helps me to manage different deadlines as I can see them clearly. It also allows me to see where I'm spending not enough time on particular subjects.
Why not pause the video here and consider the quality of this answer?
This is good. It gives an example of you managing your time rather than just listing it as a skill. It also shows that you're willing to get involved in activities and may lead to follow-up questions about your other activities. Law is quite an intense subject to study. There's a lot of reading and preparation in your own time around your lectures and classes. Lots of students also participate in extracurricular activities such as voluntary legal work, which is known as pro bono work, and also they participate in academic competitions, as well as any other clubs or societies they join.
What interests you in particular about our course? If you'd like to have a go at answering this question yourself, please pause the video now.
I really like the range of optional modules, particularly those with a human rights focus. I'm also really interested in the pro bono opportunities with the law clinic. I think it'd be great to be involved with real life legal issues and help people alongside my studies.
Why not pause the video here and consider the quality of this answer? Were you impressed by it?
This shows some research into the individual program. Make sure you've researched the program beforehand. Many universities are proud of both their modules and their extracurricular activities. Ask yourself the following questions during your research. Are there any modules you're particularly interested in? What are the employability activities like? Can you participate in academic competitions like negotiation or mooting, which is mock trials? And do they have pro bono or volunteering opportunities?
How did you get on? We hope you found this video a useful addition to your university interview preparation. Now let's hear from one of our academics. Christina is a lecturer in the law school at the University of East Anglia and will be sharing her top tips for law interview success.
Hi everyone, my name's Christina. I'm a lecturer in the law school at UEA and I've been asked to talk to you about law interviews. Now, not every law school will interview for admissions places. So that means that they won't necessarily interview you to decide whether or not to offer you a place. Some might make that decision based on things like your personal statement and your reference and your predicted grades, and then invite you for an opportunity to speak to academic members of staff. The best thing to do here is to talk to the admissions department to find out exactly what you should expect. So will there be an interview? If there will be an interview, what form will it take? How many people might be interviewing you? How long would it be? Would it just be you? Would it be a group interview? And that will help you to know how to prepare. Equally, find out what is my opportunity to talk to academics. So if it is in that more informal basis, how does it work? Will it be virtually? Will it be on the telephone? Will it be face to face? Will it be over a lunch? And loads of different ways that it might come about for you. But always ask the question so that you feel prepared in knowing what to expect. Whatever form it takes, I'm guessing you're going to want to make a really good impression, okay? Make people excited to teach you in the future and to help you decide whether or not this is an environment that you want to spend the next 3 or 4 years studying in. Okay, so these are my top tips for making that impression. Firstly, be prepared to answer the obvious questions. Those obvious questions include, why do you want to study law? You would be amazed at how many people are not ready to answer that question. We don't want you to hesitate here. We want you to demonstrate that you understand what the study of law involves and that you're ready for it, that you're committed to this subject and you understand sort of what to expect. We don't want a funny answer, like I just really enjoy suits. So just spend some time thinking about it and being prepared to give a strong answer. This will also help calm you down because in most places it might be one of the first things that's brought up. So if you feel that you've given a strong answer, you feel that you're prepared for it, you can hope to set the tone for the rest of the meeting or interview. The next question is, why here? Okay, I always want you to be ready to answer why you have picked that particular institution. Now, it might be that they offer a really cool course that is quite unique. So, for example, we offer Law with American Law, where you spend a year in America and you'd also do some American law modules. That's quite rare, to understand that some people, that's the key motivation. But if you're going for a standard law course that's 3 years long, that might look quite similar in lots of different places. They might offer similar modules. So what is it about this particular institution that has stood out to you? Is it that they have really good employability links? So some places, like we offer particular internships just for our students. We have really good networks with local employers and national employers. Is it that they offer competitions you really want to be involved with? So mock trials known as mooting, but also negotiation, client interviewing, mediation. Is it that their pro bono or voluntary legal work offering is really attractive to you? Loads of law schools are really proud of their pro bono offering. They often have things called law clinics and they're really excited to talk about them. So if you're excited to talk about them too, it sets a really good tone for the interview and it shows that you've done your research. Generally, anything about why here is an opportunity to show that you really understand. You selected them for a reason. You haven't just randomly picked names sort of like from an alphabetical list. Okay. Pro bono opportunities include things like Street Law, which is a program I run, which is where students get to create and deliver interactive resources to bridge the gap of public legal education. So they inform people about their rights and responsibilities, the law, like what to do if you're stopped and searched, what your employment rights are, etc. It might be that there's some opportunities to work on real life cases. We have students that work with the Norfolk Community Law Service, and they work in areas like family law and domestic violence and welfare benefits, working with current solicitors who are giving up their time voluntarily to help with these cases. We also offer things like the Innocence Project, which is looking at miscarriages of justice and trying to help fight them. Okay, so do some research. Law schools will often have put out like some news stories they're particularly proud of. Okay, if there's nothing on the website like about the law clinics, about the competitions, about the employability stuff, feel free to go prepared to ask those questions. Like, what's the opportunity? What opportunities do I have to get involved with these things? Other questions might be things like, what are the seminar sizes, or sort of like group teaching sizes? How many hours of contact might I have? Okay, so asking questions is always a positive thing. The other main area, my last top tip here, is to stay on top of the news. Okay, law impacts everyday life, and everyday life impacts law. We want students that are interested in the world around them and that are up to date and willing to give an opinion. Okay, we want students that are ready to participate in seminars and participate in these competitions and have a voice. So watch the news, be aware of it, but also be ready to have an opinion. There's so much that you must have an opinion on at the moment. So the extensive police powers that have come about as part of the COVID regulations, the emergency laws that are being passed, generally everything surrounding Brexit. They are my top tips. But like I said right at the start, don't be afraid to ask questions. Either before the interview, during the interview, after the interview. This is as much about your opportunity to find out if this is a good fit for you as it is about the university's opportunity to find out if they want to offer you a place. Okay? And be enthusiastic. Law lecturers love the study of law. It's why we've gone into this. It's why we've chosen this profession. We are so excited to talk to other people that also are keen to learn about law and that are interested in it. Okay, so it should hopefully be a really nice experience. Okay, we're not expecting you not to be nervous. Of course you might be nervous, but try your best to enjoy it. If you're enjoying it, it'll be a nice conversation, and everyone will hopefully look forward to then working together in the year to come. Good luck with it all.